Okay, so a few days ago, I asked you guys what I should animate, and you guys had some pretty good ideas, I'm not gonna lie. And you also had some weird ideas. And today we're animating it all. Anime Fishman from Fortnite landing from the airplane bus thing. Alright, just know, I'm not making fun of this person. I appreciate their comment. I like how they called the battle bus the airplane bus thing. That is so funny to me.
Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal field trip. With a friend? No way!
Oh my god, Tank! It's still coming!
Hey, it's Rebby. Didn't you animate that like a while ago before this comment? Yep. A dancing Pikachu with a Mexican hat. Wait, what's a Mexican hat? Like a sombrero? I don't know. Is it what it is? Okay, so I never made a Pikachu before. Okie dokie, so this person wants me to animate a villager blowing up in Minecraft. I'm not gonna lie with you guys, I've never played Minecraft. I have no idea what a villager was, so I had to look it up. So yeah, that was kind of a mistake because it was one of the most cursed creations known to man. I'm not even kidding with you guys. Okay, I'm sorry to my younger audience, that was probably super gory for you. I'm not gonna lie, while I was animating this, I genuinely thought about taking my animation tablet outside and burning it and never animating again, but we still have comments to animate, so I couldn't do that. Wan does art, or is it Juan? Juan does art, I think it is. A spinning cup? Like, how is the cup spinning? I'm gonna animate my character spinning the cup. Okay, don't ask me how the character is spinning the cup like that. It kind of looks like bro is a Lego minifigure and his hand's kind of like twisting around. If you know, you know what it looks like. Alright, so my boy Sub Sandwich Studios commented, how about a guy that's fishing, but he catches something insane that you can make up? Okay, let me just stop the video right here for a second. You never want me to take the creative liberty when it comes to creating animations like this because it is going to be some of the most scary content that is ever created. So just know this is entirely your fault, not my fault in the slightest. I chose to animate it like this because you wanted me to. Already here, animate Toby floating like a superhero. Not gonna lie, this is actually a really good idea. I like it. You know what else I like about this comment? It was super simple to animate, so it wasn't that hard for me at all. And it took almost a day to animate some of these comments, so I appreciate something easy that I could do in like an hour. So yeah. I actually have no idea why I animated him blowing up at the end, but I did, so I guess we can laugh about it and move on to the next comment. Okay, the icy potato just commented a wheel. Like, he didn't comment if she didn't comment if the wheel should be spinning. She didn't comment if the wheel should be, like, bombing a house. Like, she didn't comment. I just settled for wheel spinning. Animate a real cheese ball eating Cheetos? Okay, you do realize this is actually cannibalism? Like, what in the world? You guys are actually messed up in the head. Some of these comments are really suspicious, and this one is very suspicious. Halsey, is that the name? I like the name. Animate yourself falling into someone. Ooh, very romantic. Ooh, bro, Toby's gonna like fall into someone. Instead of being romantic, I just decided to draw Toby falling in behind someone. Animate you looking off the Eiffel Tower and someone falling off of it. Chair emoji. Okay, seriously, there is something wrong with you people. What kind of imagination do you guys have? Animate an average school day, like here in America. I don't know if I'm legally allowed to do that. I'll just do school in general. Dude, check it out. I like animated a dumpster fire because like I'm calling school a dumpster fire, guys. Animate Robert the Turtle stealing a skyscraper. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how to animate this, so I just drew it. Again, I'm so sorry, Turtly Normal. I couldn't figure out how to animate this, how I would make this work, how many frames I needed, so again, I just drew it. So what he's doing is he's just like picking the entire skyscraper off the ground with the cement and everything, and then like he's walking away with it. That's the drawing, I guess. I'm sorry again, I couldn't animate it. My bad, guys. Alrighty then, let's see what Turtly Normal's suggestion is. He said I should animate Toby kidnapping a small Toby. Okay, what the heck, bro? Okay, so I usually animate on Clip Studio Paint, but for some reason it's not wanting to work, so I'm going to have to use the next best option for my PC, and that's going to be Animation Desk. Imagine Flip-A-Clip just a bit more upgraded and has a better style and layout, and then for a computer, and that's what Animation Desk is. It's super easy to use, and luckily, thanks to my animation tablet, it's even easier to use now, so... Also, let's get to animating Toby kidnapping a small version of himself. I guess it's like a small clone of Toby, I guess. Okay, by the way, I don't know, like, exactly how to animate this because, like, I've never actually kidnapped anyone or, like, even thought about it. So, like, I'm sorry if it's not going to be the best. I don't know if you're imagining stuff. Like, if you're imagining how to kidnap a person, I don't know. I don't care. Don't kidnap me, and I'm fine. Unlike you guys who are giving me crazy comments like, I don't know, kidnapping a small version of myself? You guys are nuts, guys. I'm just kidding. I wanted another reason to put that meme into the video, so I just called you guys nuts. It was actually a good comment, and I kind of enjoyed it, but, like, I'm gonna keep spamming that meme. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, we're almost done here. We just need to add this. Let's see. I need to make a note right here. Alright, editor, which is me. Be sure to skip ahead in the video a few seconds ago because I do not want this video to be, like, 30 minutes long. Okay, wait, am I going to edit the mental note out or should I keep it in to give it authenticity? I don't know, I don't care, I'm just going to keep it in because I'm too lazy to edit it out. Let's go, yeah, I'm my own editor. And guys, that looks kind of scary. The way he's walking, bro. I'm trying to get him to move his legs, but like, whenever it comes to animating legs, I have such a hard time. Anyway, we just need to work hard at this. I'm trying to make these animations a bit better than the last time I animated comments, so it's going to take a bit longer. Therefore, there's going to be some parts cut out because I can't show you guys exactly everything. Then it's going to get like a super long video, and like, let's be honest, you guys can barely sit here like 10 minutes. Okay, so just shut up, okay? I'm doing the best I can, and I love you guys, so I want to make videos. I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh. Also, thank you guys so much for commenting in the Discord what I should animate. I really appreciate you guys doing that. If you want to be featured in videos just like this. Alrighty, finished product here looks. How are you doing that? Superpowers. Today we're going to be talking about the superpowers that you guys really want. I guess. I don't know. Be sure to follow me on TikTok and join my Discord, links in description. A lot of you guys wanted telekinesis, which I can kind of understand. I am awkward and I can't talk to people. Whenever I try to talk to people, I always feel like I embarrass myself, and if I knew what they like, maybe I wouldn't embarrass myself. Most conversations I have with strangers usually don't turn out well. So, do you go to school here? Obviously. As helpful as this power would be, I don't know how I would use it. Like, would I have to touch them to read their minds? I don't know what to talk about. I need to read this guy's mind. I gotta touch him, but he can't know I'm touching him. Perfect. This person wants the power to float 3 inches off the ground at all times for some reason. Why is it so specific? I don't understand this power. But like, yeah, actually, you know what? This would be cool now that I think about it. I mean, you could do a bunch of funny stuff and pull a bunch of cool pranks. I mean, bro, you could actually be a menace. Hold up, this would be funny. Get off my property. I'm not on your property. Yep, I want this power now. I want to troll people and I want to gaslight people so bad. This would be so funny to have. And you know what? You don't take fall damage. I could jump off a cliff and boom, be fine because I wouldn't touch the ground. Make my drawings come to life at my own will, not whenever I draw them. That would be chaos. Okay, let me just say, this power would be so OP. I mean, imagine you draw a bazooka when you're getting mugged. Yo, give me all your valuables. Interesting. You would like the power to respawn in real life. Okay. You get a gold star for this power. This is very creative. I like the idea. I mean, I'm not in that many life-threatening situations, but if I was, I could use this as like a get-out-of-jail-free card. I mean, it'd be perfect. I mean, I could be like driving near a cliff and fall off the cliff and just like die, but it's okay because I can respawn somewhere else. But like, where would you respawn? Because if you respawn into a burning car, that wouldn't be too good. This person wants the power to have everyone like them. I guess that would be a good power. I mean, you become a celebrity and oh crap. I feel like there's a deeper meaning to this, and I hope you're doing okay, my friend. It's okay. We're going to get through this together. We're going to get through this. I definitely want the power to clone myself and run at supersonic speeds. I feel like these powers would be cool, but they would also probably have some pretty bad side effects. I mean, imagine the cramps you would get running at supersonic speed. I mean, cloning can't have too many side effects, right? Telekinesis, because I can read minds and lift things up. I can also carry myself and fly. I don't know what it is with you guys and reading minds, but you really want to read minds for some reason. Though, to be fair, lifting things up with your mind would be so funny and you control so many people, but I feel like it would require a lot of focus, and trust me, I have like zero focus. I probably couldn't control the power. Also, lifting yourself up would probably be very hard. I mean, I don't know how the telekinesis would work. I don't know if you get like a headache from lifting heavier stuff like you do with your muscles, but yeah. And lifting yourself off the ground would be so cool. Also, I liked how you mentioned that you wanted to fly and you would carry yourself with the telekinesis to fly. Like, you explained how you would fly, and that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad you clarified that. And yeah, this would be some valid superpower stuff right here. This is pretty cool. I would want the power to spawn random balls of ice cream, but oh my. Could you imagine just going up to a person and they're like, hey, you're that superhero guy. What's your power again? And you have to respond and tell them, I make random balls of ice cream, but they're explosive. What if you just want to eat the ice cream and you forget it's explosives and it burns you? Chat, I might just crash out on this channel. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess that's it then.
A couple of days ago, I asked you guys what your dream job would be, and you guys had a few answers that really shocked me. I'm not even kidding. And today we're going to be exploring those answers, so sit back, relax, grab a bowl of popcorn, and enjoy the video. Being a graphic novel creator, that's my dream, along with animation, maybe even potato farming. Low-key, I think being a graphic novel creator would be super cool. Hopefully your novel would be successful, because you don't want to be that old guy in the back of the library trying to give people signed copies of your book, but like, no one's ever heard of the book and no one's reading it. Imagine no one coming to see your book, so you crash out and like have a lava gun and just destroy the library. Okay, likely that would probably not happen, but you get the point. Also, a lot of you guys wanted to be like animators or YouTube animators, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of fun being a YouTube animator until you spend about 4 hours working on an animation and it looks like really bad. I hate when that happens. Honestly, I don't have much to say about being a potato farmer. It's a simple life, and I'd respect it low-key. It actually probably would be a very nice job to have, just kind of working on the land, but it's not my cup of tea. I would never be a farmer, let alone a potato farmer. Why is that so specific? Why only potatoes, bro? My dream job is to own a bazooka manufacturing store for all your bazooka needs. Dude, isn't this like illegal? I feel like this would be illegal. And could you imagine the insurance rates? Oh my gosh, people would just be exploding all the time. And you're like, yeah, it's actually a tax write-off. In hindsight, they could have meant the bazooka bubblegum, but they probably actually meant like an explosive item. I'm not sure. Let me know if you meant an explosive item or the bubblegum in the comments below. Could you imagine just being like, honey, I'm home from a long shift at the bazooka factory. I got multiple third-degree burns while working on a processor, but you know what? It's fine because it pays the bills, right, hun? Bro, that family dynamic would have to be wild. And again, insurance would be through the freaking roof. Holy cow.
My dream job is to be a photographer.
Oh, that would be cool. A photographer. I would somehow find a way to mess such a simple job up, but still, that would be cool. You could like charge thousands of dollars for a few pictures at a wedding venue. I mean, I know there's good money in the business. I've been to many weddings. Low-key, I'd probably mess it up though.
You maybe take the cap off.
I always, when I'm taking like pictures of my family on vacation, hold my fingers in front of the camera where it blocks it. So the last example of me messing up the whole photography thing, that's very realistic for me. That's not a joke, guys. I wasn't even kidding. To be king of a faraway kingdom, I would call Pennsylvania. Wow, this would be a very good job to have. I mean, being king of your own country, and we're not even talking about president. We're talking about like a full-on dictatorship here. Low-key, if I was a king, I would just like crash the economy in 5 minutes. Hopefully, you'd be a good king and like not a dictator or like ruin your country or anything. That wouldn't be good. I want to be a racing person and race go-karts. Oh yeah, I decided AI is not reading this comment just because I didn't feel like doing that anymore. Anyway, yeah, racing go-karts would actually be a lot of fun. I would really enjoy to do this. Yeah, this would be epic. This would also be dangerous, and I'd be kind of nervous. Hopefully I have good insurance for this job, and hopefully it has good benefits, especially hospital benefits. But besides that, yeah, I would love to have this job. It'd be a lot of fun. It'd be like literal Mario Kart, but you get paid to do it. Yeah, actually, this would be super cool. Yeah, you gotta sign me up for this power, guys. Again, a lot of you guys mentioned wanting to be a YouTube animator or just an animator. There was even an indie show creator, and I love how you guys are so creative wanting to make animations and shows, and that's something that's super cool. And if you have an idea, follow your dreams. Make that idea happen, no matter what it costs. And I love being an animator here on YouTube. You guys make my day, and I enjoy comments and likes, but most of all, I just enjoy that you're entertained by my videos. If you could spawn any item at any time, what would you spawn? That's the question I asked my YouTube community, and I got some pretty interesting answers out of that. And let me just say, you guys got very creative with your answers, and they're all pretty good. Mostly, all the answers are pretty good. Quick side note, even YouTube was pretty confused about some of these questions. I'm not even kidding. YouTube has suggested auto-respond features where you can click what you want to respond with sometimes, and it was confused about this request. I am too. Also, just real quick, feel free to like the video and let me know what you would like to spawn in the comments below. Also, be sure to join the Discord and my TikTok, links in description. I would like to spawn a can of Pepsi whenever I get thirsty. Okay, this would be cool, but I would end up choking on how much Pepsi I was drinking. Boy, my mouth is so dry. Preferably, I'd get like Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper. Pepsi would definitely not be my first choice, but if you like Pepsi, I mean, good for you, I guess.
Bro, nobody asked.
I would like to spawn a chair. Whenever a conversation is boring, I can just spawn a chair and everyone is confused. Do you know how disrespectful this would be?
So the other day, I was like, really?
Yep. Or you could even spawn the chair for self-defense purposes. Okay, yeah, this would be one of the best spawns you could do because the implications for this is endless. I mean, you can use this in day-to-day life so well. Good job.
I'm so proud of you for coming up with this.
I would spawn the portal gun from the game. You mean the game Portal? You know, this would be actually a lot of fun to have. I'd goof off, probably a little too much, but it'd still be fun. I'd probably leave a portal by my fridge, and then whenever I wanted to get a beverage, I could just like shoot the portal gun and grab what I wanted to drink. Yeah, that would be awesome. I would spawn a Mario Kart whenever I wanted because, well, it's a Mario Kart. You know what? This would be so much fun to drive around town and just like prank people on. I mean, could you imagine driving a Mario Kart in public?
Yeah, boy.
My favorite character to play in Mario Kart is probably Kirby because I feel like he's the most fun and his kart looks super cool and his abilities are also super cool. It's not like I'm trying to annoy people on purpose or anything, but I might annoy a few people in Mario Kart. I would want to spawn a comically large bomb. Okay, I don't even think I need to explain how this would backfire. I would spawn lots of animals. I'm an animal person, BTW. This would be cool, but I would end up spawning like the wrong animal and get eaten most likely. I would like try to spawn a bunny and end up spawning a tiger, but if you can control the animal, then that's different. Then that would be cool because you can create like an army of animals to do your deeds. Toes. You want to spawn toes? What? Do you not have toes already? They go on your feet, bro. Me would spawn randomly the healing grapes. What are healing grapes exactly? Are they just like grapes that heal any injury automatically? So you pretty much have a thing that can spawn that gives you infinite lives. Hold up, this would be pretty cool. Here, eat those. I would spawn water. It's like the most important thing to survive. Turtles too, but I don't think they are an item. Oh wait, I could spawn turtle egg? No, you can 100% spawn a turtle. I mean, you gotta have a turtle army somehow. If I could spawn an infinite amount of turtles, I would make my own freaking turtle army. The only problem is, whenever I spawn the water, the turtles drink them, so, I mean, I guess that's a downside. I would spawn a jetpack. Dude, jetpacks are so cool. This would be so much fun to play around with, but I feel like if I was the one spawning a jetpack, that wouldn't be good. I would definitely lose control of it. Also, I don't know how air traffic laws work, so I don't know where I could fly. I mean, I'm not trying to fly into a war zone and then just, like, die. Also, I could probably get in a lot of trouble by, like, the Sky Police or something. I don't know if the Sky Police is a thing. It's probably called, like, the Sky Authority or something, but yeah, that would not be good. But besides that would be a lot of fun, and I would love to spawn a jetpack. I might even want a jetpack more than I want a Mario Kart. I would spawn a car, just in case I'm in a new place and I need a ride. Most places have an Uber, but I guess you would save money if you spawn a car. What if there's no places to park your car though? And you end up spawning the car, what if it just like starts falling out of the sky and like hits you in the head? And like places in Italy have more like waterways than actual roads, so I don't know if you could drive at places like that. But this would be helpful in certain situations where you do need a car, like if you get stranded on the side of the road, or if you're being mugged, you could probably spawn the car like over the mugger's head and then like drop the car on them. That would be that'd be a great idea actually if you think about it, because it's self-defense, right? By the way, guys, I do not condone dropping cars on top of people. If you ever thought about doing that, seek some help immediately. I want to spawn an infinite amount of money. The only problem is if you spawn an infinite amount of money, like what's the point? You could literally just spawn the item you want to buy with the money. That it doesn't make sense. You would want to spawn your PC? Okay, this would be cool if you had a Wi-Fi router or like free Wi-Fi nearby, because if you don't have Wi-Fi, I mean, it's pointless. But still, this would be a lot of fun, bro.